So where we lost? Okay. So I was telling you. So the rule is you try to find the break of chain, and then wherever you find break of chain, you can put is and or whatever this makes the sense. Okay. Now I told you, I was telling you, the fragments are always chained together. You cannot put is and or has been whatever in between mudaf ilay or harf nasab or mansub. You have to bring them together. They are chained together. You cannot put anything in between. Okay. So what you do?
मेरे बेटे तो तेरी बहुत तरह क्यूट है तो अगर कुछ बनना चाहती है
Madam, please. Okay. Yeah. So what you do is, so you will try to find the break of chain. So let's take the example of this anta waladun. I'll again copy it. Am I audible to you?
जी, Alhamdulillah.
So let's
Yeah,
take
you
this,
are right.
let's take this sentence. Okay, I mean, say I will not call it sentence. Let's take these two words. Now you have a text in Arabic text in front of you like this. So what you have to find is break of chain. When you find a break of chain, okay, that means then it leads to the sentence level something. So if you see anta waladun, is there any chain between the two words? When I say chain, let's see what are those chains. Chain number one, mudaaf mudaaf ilayh. Is it mudaaf ilayh combination?
No.
No. Okay, the chain is gone. Let's see another. It can be another chain. Can you please, yeah, please mute immediately mute. Okay, when you answer. Second is, let's see chain number two. Is it a jar majroor, harfi jar or majroor? No, definitely not. Is it a harf nasab and mansoob combination? Is it harf nasab and mansoob?
No,
No. Is it a sifa mawsoof kind of thing?
no,
No. You see anta then waladun, so different. So it even does not sound like the same. Is it ismul ishara and mushar ilayh like zalika something? Definitely not. Right? So that means these two words are not having any chain. There is a break of chain. So there's a break of chain in between. So you can put here whatever you like is based on the context and whatever. Now you anta means I, waladun means boy. Now what shoots if I do so if I say English I. Now I will put something in between now is or am has been whatever. Okay, and then translate this word waladun means boy. Now what does shoot what shoots proper in English? I'll say what?
I am a boy.
Yes, you say I am a boy. So you put am here. If you say he is a boy, if suppose if it was like this, like for example, I will give one more example. I'll say huwa.
Why?
Huwa waladun.
One question.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, Anta will be I.
Sorry, you sorry. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. So you are a boy. Yeah. I understand. You are a boy, right? So here the AR comes into picture, right? If I say I am a boy, I will say ana waladun. Okay. Sorry, I got mind-boggling here. So if I say ana waladun, then I am a boy. By the way, anta is okay. So anta waladun means you are a boy. So in case of ana, am makes sense. In case of anta, R makes sense. So I'll put R. Now if I say huwa waladun, okay. So huwa. So now again, see the break of chain. This and this, no mudaaf combination, no chain. No harf nasab mansoob, no that chain. Harf jar majroor, nothing like that. Safa mansoob, no. Then you have ism ishara mushar ilayh, no. So there's a break of chain in between. So you can put whatever shoots here is or am whatever. So if you say huwa means he.
He is a boy.
So you'll put
He is a boy.
Is makes sense. So he is a boy. You got a point? Now if I say like this, if I give you a more little bit if I say let's say Rizwan, okay, I say Rizwanu Jamilun. Rizwanu Jamilun. Okay. Now you have to figure it out whether it is a sentence or not. So is it a break of chain or not? Now let's go one by one. Is it Mudaaf Mudaaf ilay? Is that chain? That chain? Is it Mudaaf Mudaaf ilay combination? No, definitely not. Rizwanu is light, but this is not. Mudaaf ilay has to be majroor. This is not. So it's not Mudaaf Mudaaf ilay combination. Is it harf jar or majroor? That's clear. It's not, because harf jar is like fi, min, ala, ila, hatta, and all that. Is it sifa mawsuf? Yeah, that can be possible. But thing is, this is jamilun, this is rizwanu. Sifa mawsuf ke case mein, they all should have same all the four properties ism should be same. If it is jamilun, this should be also rizwanun then. If I say rizwanun jamilun, then I can say it's a sifa mawsuf, there's a chain. I can't translate, I cannot put anything in between. Okay, so it's not sifa mawsuf. Then ismul ishara musharun ilayh, definitely not, because ismul ishara is quite clear. You have haza, zalika, and all, then following word will have al on it. Okay, so that means this is a break. There's a break of chain. Now this one is a name. Jamil means what? What does it mean?
Handsome या
Beautiful.
beautiful?
Beautiful. Please mute your microphones, and video also should be off. Okay. Now Rizwanun Jamilun. Okay, so you'll say, what you will say? How do you translate this?
Rizwan is beautiful or handsome. I don't know if handsome and beautiful is the same in Arabic,
Same.
but
Jamil
I'm just
also means
telling.
same. It also means same. Generally, we'll say
Same.
this one is handsome.
Handsome, yeah.
Jamil also means beautiful. It also means handsome. Doesn't matter. Okay, so Rizwanu Jamilun. Rizwan is handsome. So you see, it's a sentence now. There's a break of chain here, and you put is because it makes sense. Okay, so let's go to from the Quranic text now. Allahu Ghafurun. Now I'm increasing the words, okay? Allahu Ghafurun Rahimun. Okay, so let's go one by one. Let's see whether there is chain between or break of chain between Allah, Lafzu Jalala, and Ghafurun. Then we'll go, if there is no, we can put is and or whatever it is, then we'll go back Ghafurun, Rahimun, and see again whether there is a chain, a break of chain here. So you have to see across. Okay, now let's go one by one for these two words first. Allahu Ghafurun, first of all. Let's stop here. Now, Allahu Ghafurun. Is there any chain? Is it Mudaaf Mudaaf alayh combination? Definitely not. Is it a Sifa Mawsuf? Allahu is what? Is a light. And Ghafurun is what? Heavy, right? This is Mu'arifa, this is Naqira here, right? Ghafurun. So this is not. So Sifa Mawsuf, their property is gone. Sifa then Harfin Nasab and Mansub. Harfin Nasab, you know, inna, anna, la, anna, that you know, right? So it's not like that. Then you have Ismul Ishara Mushar ilay, Zalika Haza. No, it's not. So that means there is a break of chain between Allah and Ghafur. So you can put whatever shoots here. Now, let's go next now. So one break of chain we have found. So I can put here star, the break of chain. Now let's see here. Ghafurun Rahimun. Let's see whether there is a chain or break of chain. Now Ghafurun Rahimun. Is it Mudaaf Mudaaf alayh combination? Definitely not. Mudaaf has to be light and Mudaaf ilayh has to be majroor. That's not the case here. Second, is it harfi jar majroor? Nothing like that. Now, is it sifa mawsuf? Ghafurun Rahimun.
Yes.
Is it sifa mawsuf? Yes.
Yes.
It is. Okay, all the four properties, if you match for these two words, it is Mu'arifa, Nakira, Nakira, singular, singular. Okay, all those four properties. So there is a chain. So you cannot put is and or here. This is a one unit. It's a sifa mawsuf. Now, how will you say Allahu Ghafurur Rahim in English now? Allah, huh?
Allah is most merciful and most forgiving, no?
Yeah. So basically, if you remember, you know, my last conversation about Sifa Mawsuf. Basically, two names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are not Sifa Mawsuf for to each other. Okay.
Yes, yes.
They look
You
like
mentioned.
Sifa Mawsuf, but they are chained. Okay. They are chained together, right? So
Yes.
they basically are sifa of what Allah, but there is still a break of chain here. We'll always there is a flexibility here. In case of Allah, it's only special in the case of when you attribute when you have Allah and His names. Okay, so that is it's a special case. It's not always possible for others. Okay, so though if you see even these two words, Ghafurun, Rahimun, they are sifa of Allah, right? You got a point. But still, there's a break of chain here. Even if you put now, if I put Al Ghafur Al Rahim, then definitely you will say this there is no break of chain or in all the things. Okay. But here, as I am making Nakira, but there are still names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. There are still sifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. But with putting saying Ghafurun Rahimun, I have a flexibility of putting is here. So I can say Allah is all forgiving, comma, all merciful. The sifa mawsuf, the two names of Allah are not, sifa mawsuf. Okay, two names of Allah, sorry, names of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to each other are not sifa mawsuf. So Ghafuran, Rahimun is not sifa of Ghafuran. Okay, but we consider them as a one unit. Okay, so that's why we say Allah is all forgiving, all merciful. Now, if I say Al Ghafuru Ar Rahimu, I say Allahu Al Ghafuru Ar Rahimu, then the whole thing because Allah is Labdul Jalala is Mawsuf, Al Ghafuru Ar Rahim are two sifas of Allah. So you say Al Ghafur, all forgiving, all merciful, Allah. Okay, so if I say like this, let me say like this, I'll repeat this here. If I say Allahu, I put here Al-Ghafuru Ar-Rahimu. Now, there is no break of chain here. They are, Allah is Mawsuf, Lafz Jalal is Mawsuf, and these are two sifas of Allah. So there's no break of chain here. This, how do you translate this? You say,
Allah is most merciful and most
all
forgiving,
merciful,
all merciful,
all forgiving.
all forgiving, Allah.
Yeah. Okay. So there is no break of chain. It's a one unit. This is a fragment. Okay. Now let's take another example. You say, Wallahu. Huwa Allahu. Is there any break of chain? So when you say when I say break of chain means you have to see whether it is Mudaaf Mudaaf ilayh. Agar Mudaaf Mudaaf ilayh hai, there is a chain. There is a chain. If it is Sifa Mawsuf, there is a chain. If it is Harfi Jar Majrur, there is a chain. If it is the Harfi Nasab and Mansub, there is a chain. If it is Sifa Mawsuf, there is a chain. So is it Mudaaf Mudaaf ilayh combination? Are you able to hear me?
No way.
No. Is it Harfi Jar Majrur? No. Harfi Nasab Mansub?
No, bhai.
Ismul Ishara Mushar ilayh? No. Now, Ismul Ishara is this one. Sifa Mawsuf? No. Huwa is independent pronoun and Allah is a Lafz Jalala word, right? Right? So there's nothing called, this is not a Sifa Mawsuf combination, right? So there's a break of chain. So Huwa means he, Allah, so how do you translate this?
He is Allah.
He is Allah.
He is
Allah.
Allah. He is Allah. He is Allah. Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Kul, say, huwa Allahu. He is Allah, ahad, the one. Okay? So if you go back to the Surah Ikhlas, you say, Kul huwa Allahu ahad. Al-ahad, right? Is it Al-ahad? Ahad. Kul huwallahu ahad. Say kul means say, huwa Allahu. It is huwa Allah. Say, he, you'll put break here, is Allah the one. Then you have second one, Allah who? As-Samad. Allahu As-Samad. Allah the Samad. Now Allah, even if you say Allahu As-Samadu, it also means Allah is Samad or Allah the Samad. Okay, both ways. In case, that's why I told you, in case of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his names, you will have that flexibility. You can put is and or. But if there's a huwa, independent pronoun, and Allah, then you'll put is and or. But if it's Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and his attributes, okay, you can combine them if sifa mawsuf, or even if they are not in sifa mawsuf kind of thing, like you will not feel it like in case of Ghafurun Rahimun, like okay. So you can also say Allah the Ghafur, the Rahim, but generally when I put al here, it makes all forgiving, all merciful Allah. Okay, but if I say Ghafurun Rahimun, you can put is and or here. In the other case here, Allahu Samad here, you can have a flexibility. You can say Allah Samad, the As-Samad Allah, or you can say Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Samad. That's also okay. Though they are, this is the Samad is a sifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Okay. Now, if you had to say like this, he is beautiful. How will you say? Now I'll write English. He is beautiful. Beautiful, I told you, Jameel. How will you say now? He is beautiful. What is he?
Huwa Jamilun.
Jamilun.
Yes, you say huwa Jamilun. Yeah, huwa Jamilun. He is beautiful. If you had to say it is a big house, it के लिए भी हम यूज करते हैं हुआ. Okay, huwa means he, or it also means it. It means he when you refer to the objects which are living. It means it when you refer to the objects which are non-living. Okay, so house, the non-living thing, so we'll use huwa also here. So it is a big house. So now what do you say? See, it's a sentence, right? It's a sentence. So is you'll put that means you cannot make it and big house as a combination of like mudaaf ilay or harf nasab mansub and all that, or sifa mawsuf and all that. So you'll say what? It ke liye kya karoge aap use? Huwa.
Huwa.
Yes. Now, big house. What kind of thing it is?
Sifa Mosuf.
Yes. So what you'll put first? Sifa or mawsuf?
Sifa.
No.
Sifa first.
In Arabic, what goes first? English में sifa goes first.
Mawsuf.
Mawsuf.
एक चीज याद रखना हमेशा, whenever you figure out this thing, English में हमेशा sifa comes first, Arabic में mawsuf comes first. उल्टा करो, सीधा, simple. So go to English, you say, okay, big house, oh, sifa came first. Now in Arabic I had to make mawsuf first. So first we will say baitun. So we'll say baitun. Now baitun, what next? Big means what?
Kabirun.
Yes, kabirun. Baitun kabirun. Huwa baitun kabirun. It's a big house. Now you see, if you go to the Arabic text now here, even if you didn't translate it, you just see an Arabic text here. Now see, huwa and baitun, is there a break of chain? Definitely is a break of chain. They are not any kind of fragment. Neither mudaaf ilayh, neither harfi jar majroor and all that. There's a break of chain here, so you can put it. Now, if you go baitun and kabirun, there's a chain of sifa mawsuf. They are one unit. You can't put anything here. So you can put only things here. So huwa baitun kabirun, it's a big house. Okay. Now, if I give you now a different sentence, I say, Inna Allah Ma'as sabirin. Do you know this? You know, this is quite, non-Arabs also know this. Inna Allaha ma'as sabirin. Okay. Now let's go one by one. Let's say Inna Allah. Let's see between these two words. Is there any break of chain?
No, bhai.
No, because it's a sifa mawsul combination, right?
No, bhai. It is not sifa mawsul. It is
Sorry,
harf
harfi nasab and mansub. Harfi nasab and mansub. Yes. Yeah.
harf nasab.
It's harfi nasab and mansub, right? So inna Allah. So inna is harfi nasab, Allah is mansub. So there's no break of chain. So there's a possibility of putting is and or whatever is gone here. Now let's go next. Allah ma'a. Is there any kind of chain? Let's go one by one. Mudaaf ilay. Lafzu jalala can never be mudaaf. Allah word can never be a mudaaf. Okay, it can be mudaaf ilay, but it can never be mudaaf. Okay, so that mudaaf ilay combination is gone here. Okay, and plus, if you see even ma'a, even if there's no, it's not a lafzu jalal, it's some other word, but here next word is not having a sound. So that means it is not mudaaf ilay combination, right? From that also you can conclude that. Is it harfin nasab and mansub? No, it's not. It's not inna and something else, or anna something else. And it is the harfi jar majroor. No, then sifa mawsuf. No, it's not a sifa mawsuf combination also. And then what's called ismul ishara mushar ilay? No, right? So also this ma is a special mudaaf. Okay, so it's a special mudaaf. Ma means with. Okay, so there is a break of chain here. One break of chain you found here. Okay, so I'll put here star. Now let's see ma sabirin. You have ma, then you have sabirina. Now you have ma which is light. There's no Allah on it. Then you have as-sabirina which is in majroor form. Ina sound, muslimina. So you can see it's a mudaaf and mudaaf like combination. And this ma is a special mudaaf, you know this. And whenever this special mudaaf comes, there will be always followed mudaaf ilayh. Okay, so there is no break of chain here. So there's only one break of chain. So how will you translate this then? Indeed,
Certainly, Allah is with the patient.
Allah is with the patients. Okay. Okay, good. Now let's go one more in the same line. If I had to say like this, inna lil muttaqina mafazan. Surah Naba. Okay. Inna lil muttaqina mafazan. Okay. Inna lil muttaqina mafazan. Okay. Now let's go one by one here. You have harf nasab here, inna. I told you, whenever you have a harf nasab, you have to find its mansub. So can you tell me where is mansub?
Mafaza.
Yes, here. Because lil muttaqina is what?
Jar majroor.
Yes, it's lam plus al muttaqina. It is jar majroor. Islam plus al muttaqin. Okay. Lam plus al muttaqin. I'll write this down here. Lam plus al muttaqina. So it's harf jar and majroor combination. So that means it is a one unit. Okay, it's not a mansub and all that. Okay. So, but between inna and lil muttaqina, is there any chain? There's no chain, right? It is not harf nasab and mansub combination. Simple, right? So there's a chain here, a break of chain here, right? Now, whenever you translate this sentence, grammatically, what you had to do, you had to take inna and bring its mafazan together. Then put is and or between al-muttaqin, lil-muttaqin. So how will you say this? Say indeed, indeed.
The successful, mafaza means successful, right?
Success. Indeed, success.
Success. Indeed, success
Huh?
is with the muttaqin.
Is for
Is for the muttaqin. Lil, no? Because it's lil muttaqin.
yeah,
So
yeah,
for the muttaqin.
for the muttaqin. You got a point how you did it? So you say indeed or certainly, then you combine it with mafazan because this is one chain together. So you say indeed mafazan, success is for muttaqin. If you read the translation of the Quran for this, they have translated like this. Certainly success, certainly for the believers, for the muttaqin is success, which is grammatically wrong. Okay, just open Mushaf if you have Quran app. Go to Surah Naba. Amma Yatasaloon. It is in Amma Yatasaloon is 78. And then verse number you say 31. Just see the translation. Does anybody find translation like this? Indeed, success for muttaqin.
No, my app says verily, 1 minute, verily, for the muttaqin, there will be a success. That is paradise.
You see? Okay, so grammatically this is not correct. But from the meaning point of view, it's okay. See, whether you say indeed success is for muttaqin or whether you say indeed for the right is success, does it make any sense, change in its meaning? It does not. But grammatically, this is the correct. That one is wrong grammatically. But meaning point of view is correct. But because every translator of the Quran, he has to bring the meaning. His job is to get the meaning. His job is not to get the grammatical structure. Okay. His job is to get the meaning. That's why. So we cannot say that the person who translated does not know grammar. It's not like that. Okay. So even if you also become tomorrow translator, you will also try to get the meaning. Okay. Not you will not focus on the grammar or balag and all that. So grammatically, you have to combine inna and mafazan. Then you say they'll put the break of chain lil muttaqin. So certainly you see, and there is style of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. You see how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala style is. If you say inna mafada lil muttaqin, it's absolutely fine. You see, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala chose to put it, after some distance. It's Allah's way. This tells us, Allah's flexibility of, in his speech, how beautiful flexibility he has also kept in his speech. His style. Sometimes he combines this one harf nasab and mansoob. Sometimes he puts harf nasab somewhere and mansoob somewhere else. Sometimes he'll put sifa mawsoob together. Sometimes mawsoob will be somewhere and sifa will be after 4 or 5 words. And even sometimes in the second verse in Surah Fatiha, you have seen, where the sifa of the mawsoob were, right? You have seen those. SubhanAllah. This is Allah's speech. This is how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, style is.
Why one question?
Yeah, please.
When the position of the words changes, is there deeper meaning to it?
No, sometimes there is, in certain cases it is, but otherwise, it's I cannot say because I'm not a balag student. Okay, I'm not a complete, but I know a little bit balag. The balaga, to learn balaga, you had to go through the tafsirs of the Quran.
Okay.
Okay.
Jazakallah.
I'm trying to go through the tafsirs of the Quran, but right now, what I'm trying to tell you is there is one balag here. What is that balag? I told you that Allah's flexibility in putting the words at different locations. You got a point? You see, Allah Quran used inna mafazan lil muttaqina. You see, you got a point, but Allah chose to keep harf nasab somewhere and harf mansoob somewhere. Because it is like, see, if you read a book and there's a human author, he will never change his style of writing. You got a point? He will always have same boring kind of writing style. But in Quran is a unique in every sense. Even grammatically, text point, structure point of view, you will see the huge variation, dynamics. You will not find a single style of things. You got a point. This is the beauty of Quran. Okay. What is the deeper meaning? Allahu Alam, and obviously there will be definitely. I'm not saying there's not. There is definitely will be there. Why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not use mafaz, it kept mafaz here, why he kept here? Definitely. There's one thing. But in the translation part also, the translator, which when I told you to see the translation of the Quran, right? What it says? It says, indeed, for the righteous is attainment. If you tell me, if you ask me, indeed, for the righteous is success, is there any that expression captured? What Allah meant to say? No. That expression is totally lost here in this translation. Indeed, success is for, indeed, for the righteous is success. This translation is lost. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, see, there is if you see here, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala meant to say like this, indeed, certainly, success is for the muttaqin. So he actually wanted to put first what? Reward. Then he wanted to mention what? Muttaqin. If I say like this, I will tell you like this. I say, so brother Mahbub is there. Okay, let me, Mahbub's name is very easy for me to say. So if I say, a beautiful iPhone is kept for Mahbubai, or I will say like this, Mahbubai, for Mahbubai, there is a beautiful iPhone. Can you tell me the difference between the two sentences? So let me write it down. If I say, beautiful iPhone is kept for Mahbubai. Okay, there's one sentence. Or I say, for Mahbubai, beautiful iPhone is kept, has been kept, or you can say is being kept, or is. From the meaning point of view, is it does it convey different meaning? Am I audible to you?
Yes, yes.
From
Just
from meaning point of view, the meaning is same. Okay, what I want to convey here is same. What I want to convey here, but this way of conveying, is different in a sense. I mentioned first what? Beautiful iPhone. So whenever when I mention a beautiful iPhone, the attention grows. Your attention will be huge. Oh, iPhone. I'll say iPhone for him. So like, you grab the attention by bringing the thing which you want to gift. So here I mentioned gift first to grab your attention. Okay, so focus here is gift, not a person whom I'm giving. So with this gift, by mentioning gift first, I am actually grabbing your attention. In this case here, when I say for Mahbubai, I am not grabbing his attention from the gift point of view. I am putting gift. This will not grab attention till I mention iPhone. See here. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, Inna lil muttaqina mafazan, certainly success is for the muttaqin. So certainly or indeed success. So this grabs attention. Tambiya, so in Arabic, it's called tambiya. It grabs an attention. Success. Oh, for whom? For muttaqin. Okay, so when you translate this in a different way, when you translate for the indeed for the muttaqin is success, the expression is completely lost. Though the meaning has no problem, but the expression is lost. The emotion is lost. That's why the translation of the Quran cannot give you that expression of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Allah meant to say, indeed, success is for muttaqin. So he mentioned first the gift. He wanted to highlight first gift, which he has kept for the muttaqin. You want a point? So it's kind of grabbing attention. right? You mention gift first, and then you mention the name of the person to whom you want to give. Obviously, that is obviously different. You know, that always. Do you agree on this? That whenever you mention a gift and then person's name, it grabs quite different attention. Do you agree on this?
Yes, because even even when school days, college days, whenever they used to call people at the victory stand, they call this in the same format, no? So that it draws attention, it
Yes.
cheers up the person.
Yes, yes,
It's the
yes.
same format. It's the same
Yes,
format in
this
dunya.
beautiful call is for Falani person, right? So that
Ji.
you know, bringing that gift first, you know, it literally grabs attention. So you can now see the difference in translation and what is actual. This is just some glimpse, okay, which I'm actually mentioning here. So, inshallah, now I think time is over. We have only 3 minutes left. I'll wind off here, inshallah. And if you have any question, please.